All right, directionally challenged hiker here this Sunday, October 5th, 2025, and I have had a request to do another what is in my backpack video, what gear has made the trail. So I'm going to do that for you. We just hauled into camp about 10 minutes ago, and I figure the easiest time to do it is as I'm unloading my pack. So bear with me, there may be some adjustments. First off, not the first item I'd want to pull out, but I have a chair and this sand is actually really hard. So I'm gonna get my chair set up, so I have to dig that out of the backpack as it is in there. And yeah, we'll get going. So yeah, this is Xena 2. I had a red Xena, the original Xena, and I scored on this on Poshmark. Yay. But okay, so the chair is in the main part of the backpack. I'm gonna get that out. It is mostly on top. It is my REI Co-op Flex Light chair, and I don't know if all of me is in screen when I'm standing, but oh wow. But anyway, my REI, I think it's the Flex Light backpacking chair, hiking chair. I did a video on it on my last trip. Weighs in at about a pound, and yes, I did haul it down the Tanner yesterday. Anyway, let's get this together. I'm trying to make Xena not go AWOL and spill her guts all over on me. Just 3 miles today. Kicked my butt still. I think I'm still tired from yesterday. I did not sleep the greatest last night. I was actually a little cold. Probably should have brought my ZenVivi, quilt system with, and I didn't. All right, so what came with me on this backpack? Well, first of all, this is just my lunch. You may have heard about that before. That sits in the top of the backpack. Water tea bottle number 1. That came out of the side pocket over here. I have its mate over here with some more tea in it. So yeah, we always carry two bottles in the side pockets. And on this trip, I have my Gossamer Gear umbrella. I have not employed it yet, but I probably will this afternoon because there's not a cloud in the sky, and yeah. All right, so that is that. Let's go around to the front here. This little front pouch here, I have my sandals. That's where the sandals always go, and I do have a pair of socks that were not quite dry this morning. And then this just stays attached. I've got my deuce of spades. That always goes on trips, along with some carabiners and a bandana. On this side, this pouch, we have the necessary. This is my MSR filter that comes with a 10-liter bag. I really like the bag. I actually have a platypus filter because I fried the MSR filter. We're just going to toss that out of here. And then here's the bag. It does need a rinse because the Colorado River is a bit brown, but there's my filter system. I know it's overkill, but this also can dub as a shower if you really want to rinse off. All right, and then we have a spare filter. I have the Sawyer Mini. I think it's the Mini, but this is just in case. As you can see in the background there, the Colorado River is brown. But so I brought a spare filter this time. I have not done that in the past, and I should have. We have Tenacious tape. This always goes on trips with me, and I have employed it on probably at least 5 backpacking trips. Tent repairs, air mattress repairs, you name it. That always goes with. And then I have paracord. Again, probably overkill, but I have used it on occasion. I went up the wrong chimney after the Papago wall one time, and I used some paracord to haul my pack up because my pack and I didn't fit up that wrong chimney. All right, so these just stay in that pocket. A lot of the stuff gets unloaded. All right, so that pocket is empty. We're gonna unzip this pocket, and we have my basic first aid kit. It's got pain meds, aspirin, some Advil, Benadryl cream because little critters like to bite and sting me and I'm really allergic to them, but otherwise basic first aid kit, and it is in one of those bags that your footprint comes in. I always save them and they're fairly water resistant. So first aid kit, that's always with me. Little toiletry kit, just a quart-sized freezer bag. Everything fits in there that I should need. And then I have, okay, the wipies. I do repackage them, just makes it easier for me, but yes, always have to have the wet wipes on a trip, just, yeah. And then what else do we have in here? We do have some toilet paper, and then I wear contacts, so I have some saline solution, a little container to put my contacts in if I do happen to take them out, and a spare pair of contacts because I really like my contacts and I can't see very well without them. But this always goes. I haven't really needed it. All right, put that back in there. We're gonna try to flip Xena around here. Let's get her. There we go. Okay, so on the outside of Xena, and this is stuff that always goes. We have, this is my GoPro. I carry my GoPro in this along with extra batteries and stuff, so that always goes with me. And then I have, obviously, water bladder. I do have my mini InReach on the front. I think you can see that. I've been carrying that. And I have the zoom lens. The zoom lens came with this time. The zoom lens does not always come with, but the zoom lens. So that is fairly normal. All right. Her brain is getting in the way. And then we have, probably not going to be able to see it, the side pocket here. I'll just pull out what I have in the side pocket. I have an extra scrunchie. Yeah, I need scrunchies. I have a lighter. That is actually a spare lighter. And then I have my Leatherman Skeletool, and maybe overkill for some people, but I have used this. It's got the pliers that you can pull out those cactus little needles that I've gotten into. Also, it's really good for fixing poles. And I think that's it in that pocket. This stuff does go back in, it does not go out. And then over here, this time, I just have my cell phone in this pocket here. I think you can see that good enough. Just a hip belt pocket. My cell phone is in there that time, and that is also kind of my snack pocket. And then up in the brain, what do we have? We have, let's see if we can see it. We have headlamp. We have, okay, a couple spare batteries, some guy line off of a tent, and a spare top for my Diet Coke bottle. I have busted one on trail, so this is stuff that always goes. I do have another little knife. This one has scissors. It also has a toothpick and some very tiny tweezers. Weighs next to nothing, always is with me. My wallet, so I have some ID on me in case I do something stupid. And that's it for that one. And I have no great idea how good this video is going to be. I'm fighting with this backpack. I'm probably kind of grubby looking, but it is what it is. Okay, my long sleeve shirt. I always bring a long sleeve shirt like this with. And it just goes up there. My map. And then I have, this is my bag of, I've got a couple extra bandanas, I've got some cords for recharging, and a little notebook. I do log my food and a few other things like that on trips. So I think that is it for, this is for the GoPro. Since I'm going to be doing the Papago wall, I can put the GoPro on my head. This doesn't always go with me. I don't know if I'm specifying that very well. You can always ask questions if you want to know. All right, let's get her, we'll just tip her forward this way and see if you can see as I empty her out. Can of Pringles, this is a must-have on the trail. My charger, This basically always goes with me so I can recharge my watch, GoPro batteries, and such. My clothes bag, it's got an outfit like what I'm wearing, if you can even see it. Tank top, shorts, bikini top, extra pair of socks, something to sleep in, but yeah. It varies in size depending on the weather. My food pot, and inside my food pot is the fuel canister along with my little pocket rocket too. I use a pocket rocket, I can show that later, and then my spoon and the other lighter. So that takes care of cooking my food. And speaking of food, we have my rat sack of food. And I think I did a video on my last trip of what I usually bring with, and I don't know what I did this time. I had like 11.5 pounds of food this time. Last time I had 9, and I only had 1 day to my hike. So I don't know. I goofed up somewhere. I have a lot of food I need to eat. So that's the food. And then we have, okay, the tent. My big Agnes Tiger Wall UL 2-person. I do like a 2-person. Probably seen some footage of different tents that I've had over the years, but maybe I'll do one of those. All right, so tent is going to go over there. We're about empty there. Let's just cinch this up, and I have one more thing. And if we flip Xena around here, in the sleeping bag compartment, I have my bed stuff. And this time, I may have made a mistake. I have a Thermarest blanket with like buffalo on it, and it was a little cool last night. But I have my blanket, my little cocoon pillow, and my Thermarest, the yellow one, the light one, in here. So that is my bed. But that is basically what is in my backpack. And other than like this, a lot of that is standard. I bring it along every time. So I guess I will see you along the trail. I'm about ready to get my tent set up, and I can get this stuff organized instead of throwing all over the beach area here. So later.